Hi everyone. Last week I pulled out this book just to get some inspiration, and I thought because I haven't done a review on this book, I'll share it with you. So I bought this book a really long time ago, maybe 5-6 years ago, something like that, and I bought it at a local art shop back then. But I'll try to find if it's available on Amazon, then I'll put a link below. So this book is basically about urban sketching, and it takes you around the world through the eyes of urban sketching artists, which is super fun because everyone has their own vision. It's called The Art of Urban Sketching, and it's by Gabriel Campanario. And it is a lovely book to have if you love urban sketching type of thing. So the layout of the book basically goes country by country, and as you can see on the top here, and then you get an artist that represents the country. Sometimes it's more than one artist, and they give you a variety of the illustrations, and that's how it works. So it's got a big variety of different styles, which is quite inspiring. Some of it is in watercolor, some of it is in pencil, some use gouache, but predominantly urban sketching happens with watercolors, and sometimes just watercolors, but quite often there is also either a pencil or a pen or a ballpoint pen or an ink pen, whichever it could be. And just to create a bit of detail, this is really gorgeous. So this is Montreal, and the artist is Marc, Taro, Holmes. So let's have a look at this layout a bit closely. So you get a little bit of information about the artist, quite inspiring here. So I'm kind of a late starter as an artist, finally becoming a full-time artist at the age of 40. So this type of thing I find so inspiring, because that's exactly what I keep on preaching. You know, it doesn't matter what age you start art. I believe anyone can do it. Even if you think you have no talent, I think if you sit down and day by day do a little bit of illustrating or painting, even if it's just for 10-15 minutes, eventually you'll start to see a progress. Okay, so I had to stop because I had a delivery. This is a bit of a side note, but I ordered Green Appetite Genuine by Daniel Smith. I've been looking at this watercolor for ages, and because it's quite pricey, because it's genuine, I was putting it off, but I finally ordered it, so I'll do some swatches. Anyway, back to the subject. So that's basically the layout. It goes like that, and then at the end you get skylines, cityscapes and panoramas, and then you just get illustration and then explanation of it and the artist behind it. So the other thing, I just actually forgot to tell you, every time you look at illustration, there is also an information about what the artist uses. So let's go back to Marc, Taro, Holmes. So for example, this illustration here, there is a little error, and then it says what the illustration is of. And so this is the Mary Queen of the World Cathedral, and then bottom here it tells you what the artist has used. So this is the Winsor Newton watercolors he's used here, wood touches of white gouache on Canson Montwell cold press blocks, and it took him 2 hours to do that. So it's quite useful. Sometimes, I mean, they don't give you obviously the colors they used or whatever, but at least you kind of get an understanding of what mediums they're using. The other day when I pulled out this book, I took it downstairs and I left it at the kitchen counter, and then finally when I had a minute to spare, I basically randomly opened it on the page 252, and my eyes went straight here. Liz Steele, I love her. She's just such a good, amazing, in fact, urban sketcher. So when I bought this book, ages ago. I had no idea who she is. And actually I didn't know any of the urban sketchers at all. It was a completely new world to me. But since I have discovered Liz still on YouTube, and I watched every single video of hers, going right back to her first video, and I love her style, the teacups that she does, and all of that. And the illustrations that are present here, they don't show her best pieces here, or maybe because it's an older book, but basically if you look at her channel, it's just amazing, the illustration that she does. And then here's a little picture of all the things she uses. I know that she still likes to use this safari pen, Lime Safari, but it's a different shape. It's got like an elongated, so I'm not sure what exactly pen this is. But yeah, so that was interesting to find out. And in fact, she's the last. She represents the last country, Sydney, where she's from, before it goes into the chapter 3, drawing and inspiration. So it's a neat little book. And if you are completely new to urban sketching, it's basically sketching on location. So you travel somewhere, or you go in your country, in your town. It could be to a garden, it could be outside, I don't know, it could be in a museum, whatever, a coffee shop, restaurant, just anywhere. And you take your little portable palette, if that's what you're going to use, and, you know, take a few pencils, pens, whatever you like the style of, and your sketchbook, and that's it. You just paint and draw and illustrate on location, and that's what it is. Urban sketching is super fun, and it's not a serious, it's not a serious art, for example, like botanical art, where you have to sit down, you know, in perfect lighting, be very comfortable at your desk, and so that your back is comfortable, and this and that, and it's a very time consuming art. However, urban sketching is the complete opposite. It's fun, but it sort of helps you to capture moments and memories of places, and, you know, just that kind of thing. So yeah, it's a great way to explore watercolors further, or drawing. And yeah, so it's a neat little book. I love this illustration. Hong Kong boats. This is by Jeremiah Teo Cheng Hot. I hope I pronounced correctly. I love the colors here, very beautiful. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you soon.